Hello. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm finding that increasingly when I want to create a data visualization or a chart in Python, that I'm turning to Plotly as my first choice plotting package to do that, rather than say something like matplotlib, which I still like and still use, but it's Plotly that is the one that I reach for first. And that's because I know that I can create a nice looking data visualization or chart that's going to be interactive in a few lines of code, and I can't do that so easily in matplotlib. So I thought I'd share with you some learning resources for Plotly and also for Dash. Now, Dash is a web framework that enables you to create interactive plotting dashboards as web applications. And it's a really nice and straightforward package. So I've got some learning resources for that first. So let's have a look at the Plotly ones. Now, really, with Plotly, my main recommendation is that you use the documentation. It's really very good. And it's good on sort of several levels. So you have the introduction, the sort of high-level overview of Plotly, and then it will show you how to create, basic charts. So I'm not going to show all of these to you, but you get the idea. You get a nice high-level introduction to how to create charts in Plotly. But then as you need more granular information, when you're working through a project and you're stuck on something and you need to know exactly how a function works, they have that too. So my advice would be, if you're using Plotly and you're stuck on something, stick with the documentation. If you're new to Plotly and you don't know how to, you've never used it before and you don't know how it works, stick with the documentation. It's really good. And if you want to just create charts, in a Jupyter notebook or something like that, then really you don't need to go beyond Plotly. But if you want to share those charts with the world, or you want to put them online or create and build things with them, then you're going to need Dash. Now, the documentation for Dash is good, but I found it non-intuitive. But that's because I come from a non-web development background, so I just needed a little bit more information about how to use Dash, and I found these resources extremely helpful. So Anne-Marie W, the Anne-Marie W repos are superb. I think they're excellent and you can learn a lot from them. So this is a repo that I would suggest you take a look at just to see what can be done with Dash and how to put it into practice. So here's the repo, and then if you want to see the app in action, here it is. And you can have a play around with this, and then you can go back to the repo to see how it was done. Anne-Marie has also created other repos that I think will be useful. So there's a theme explorer, because you can use Bootstrap in Dash and have different themes. And so there's a theme explorer here, and she's created this, which one is this? Oh yes, this is the Exploring Government Finances app as well. And so it just shows you kind of what's possible with Dash in a non-overwhelming way. And in a way that you think, you look at it and you think, oh yeah, that's probably something that I could do if I have, a little bit of time and I read through the documentation. Other ways to learn about Dash. This YouTube channel, Charming Data, is very good. I've used this quite a bit when I've been stuck on something in Dash. I would definitely recommend that and go over and check it out. I think you'll like it. And also Free Code Camp. They have a little introduction to Dash as well. So go and take a look at that. Now, there comes a time when you're using Dash when you wonder whether Dash is enough, and perhaps you want to create an app that Dash can't cope with in some way, because perhaps you want users or you want some other functionality. And then you wonder whether, Dash is built on Flask. Can I just use Flask instead, or can I use Django? And you can. But if you want to make something like that, there's not so much information around, at least not that I could find, about how to do it. And I would recommend, if you're in that situation, to take a look at this. Now, this isn't a comprehensive set of instructions on how to do something like that, but it will point you in the right direction. So this is a a post by Brian Ruiz about how to create a COVID dashboard web application. But it uses several different technologies. So it uses Django, Heroku, Python and Plotly, and puts those together in order to create that. And you might want to achieve something a little bit more than Dash can do, but you don't come from necessarily a web development background. This will help point you in the right direction and sort of show you what kind of technologies and how to get all those things working together. As far as books are concerned, I haven't found many books on Plotly and Dash, other than this one from Pact Publishing. Now, I didn't buy this, I had it as part of my subscription to them, but I found this quite useful. I'll put a link in the description. You might find it useful too, and you can let me know what you think. Also, if you have any other suggestions for learning resources, put them in the comments. I hope you find that useful. All the links to the resources in this video are in the description. I'll see you next time.